Hi everyone, I'm Sam, Space and Living Games. Today is August 19th, 2026. It is Wednesday, and we're going to start with Wordle number 1887. Alright, let's pick the starting letter. Okay, F. Alright, let's see. Let's scroll down to pick a suitable F starting word. Fairy, fatty, fatal, fatty, fauna. Blah, femur. Ooh, femur. Okay, felon. Felon, okay, why not? We could do that. Or friar, like religious. Fudge, Führer. Oops, went too far down. So we have fluid. It's also good. Filth. Ooh, yeah. Filth. Should I do that? It's contemplating. Yeah, okay, alright, just do filth. Okay. L and I. Think of this word. Ilium? That's a word, right? I think it is. But I don't think that's the answer. But I guess it would place the I, sort of. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so it does place the I in the middle. I could start with L, maybe L-E-I, potentially. L-E-I, Laird? Lays, nope, that's not how you spell it. L-E-I, or maybe it's something like A-I-L, like that. So daily, G-A-I-L-Y, gaily. So, no reason, just gonna go with that one. It's not, okay. And something like slightly better, but I don't think it was a smart decision to do that. I just thought I'd try it. Okay. Maybe it's a double L, like swill, spill, skill, grill. So I think I should definitely do an eval. Okay, so maybe spill, swill, skill. Grill, maybe. I could do something like poker. It's an eval. Okay. I think something like that. R-I-L. Double letters. So grill or drill. Still on the table. C-R-I-L-L, I don't think it's a word, so I really think it's either grill or grill. I'm gonna try grill. Well, it's either I get this right or I lose. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Ooh, that was close. I get myself a scare there, but I feel like it's my own fault because I should have done a good eval after Ilium, but I didn't. I just went with daily, and that wasn't a good. I don't think that was a smart move. As soon as I played it and I saw how it turned out, I was like, I don't think that's good. Okay, let's check Calcul. Today's answer is grill. Sort of with filth. Actually, a good start. Very good start. 83. Excellent start. Then it just went downhill, right? Ilium goes down to 17. Not great. So still a lot. I had to do an eval at that point, but I didn't, right? 17 narrows down to just 7, so still a lot. We could have had exile, grill, krill, skill, spill, spill, and voila, kind of like that. I don't know what that is. See that word. Okay, how do you say it? Voile. A fine, soft sheer fabric used especially for women's summer clothing or prints. Never heard of it before, but I guess they could use it, maybe. But it does feel a bit unlikely in my opinion. I've only seen it. But the other 6, fair enough. But I know that Krill was done recently. Let's see, Grill. Grill was brand new. Okay. Krill was last year. That's right. I do remember that. Exile done before as well. Exile was also last year. So Exile and Krill last year. Let's check skill. Skill was 2022. Could reuse that. Spill 2022. Okay, both of them. Spill. Oh, where? Spill is 2022. So we have Swill, Skill, and Spill all 2022. Voil, unlikely. So yeah, those are the 3 words could be reused. We don't know. But yeah, Exile and Krill were just last year, so unlikely to be used again. Oh boy! All right, a little bit dangerous there at the end, but okay. So after daily, we could have 7. Then we did what I did poker, right? In poker, oh, it was only grill. I guess brill is in Brill, brill, like a short form for brilliant, which is yeah, it's an unlikely word. So that means grill was the only true option here. So I'm glad I went with that because at first I thought it might be a 50-50 between grill and brill, but obviously even if it was 50-50, I would have still chosen the grill more likely word than brill, which Calco considers very unlikely. Okay, kind of close call there. So we want to do connections. I only have about 11 minutes before we hit midnight, and then new connections puzzle. So I definitely want to get ahead of that clock. We are playing number 1165. All right. Whoa. What's going on here? Okay, didn't expect to see this. Okay, 16 words today with different colors. We've got picnic basket, breeze, ants, blanket, cocoa, pickle foot, snap, base, mask, soul, obscure, Rio, cinch, and hide. Okay. I don't know if the colors mean anything or they're just for decoration. Um, okay. So things a breeze. It's easy. Snap, also easy. Something's it's a cinch. I think it's easy. It's a cinch. I think that means easy, right? It's a picnic. Something that's easy. You could try that. Piece of cake, just really easy. Okay. So far, I don't see what the colors have to do with anything. Maybe they'll explain it later. No idea. Hot cocoa. Cocoa powder. Rio, like river, Rio de Janeiro. Obscure. Obscure to mask, hide. To blanket, sort of to cover. With a green. Conceal, okay. So city in capital of South Korea. Ants. Space. Basket case. Pickle jar. Rio. It's an interesting one. Other than the EO, which is, I don't know what it is. And Rio sounds like a river. Rio de Janeiro. So Coco. Oh wait, they're what do you call that? Animated movies. So I think let's try these basket base. Oh, pickleball, basketball, baseball, football. Okay. I think this might be the blue. Let's try that. Words before ball and sport names. And then these are just animated movies. I'm gonna say maybe Pixar with sounds like animated movies. I don't know if they're all Pixar. But... Oh, just CGI. Oh, CGI. Okay, animated movies. All right. So yeah, Home Phones and CGI animated movies. Okay. So I don't understand what the red and white was for. Someone can explain it to me. Is today a specific day for something? For something going on? I don't know what it is, but okay. That scared me a little bit. But then I calmed down and I saw through. Okay, so yellow one was a piece of cake, a breeze, a cinch, a picnic, a snack. All just mean like a walk in the park. As easy as ABC. It's all these kind of idioms and stuff. Conceal, the verb to hide, to blanket, to mask, obscure. Always of covering something up, right? Words for ball and sport names. You've got pickleball, very popular sport right now. Football, sure, World Cup or American football, whichever one you're thinking of. Basketball, baseball, all those American sports. And then homophones of CGI animated films. So Rio, it sounds like RIO. Rio, it's about birds, I believe in the Amazon, Brazil, something like that. And then Coco, the drink, sounds like COCO, the movie about the Day of the Dead. Ants, it sounds like ANTZ. That's also a student film about, of course, ants. I think it came out either the same year or around the same time as A Bug's Life, but something like that. But I liked A Bug's Life more. Ants was not my thing. It was the ants looked creepy. I remember. And then Seoul, like the capital city in South Korea, sounds like SOUL. Seoul, which is that one is a Pixar animated film. Yeah, I think Rio is not Pixar. Coco and Seoul, I think, are Pixar. Ants, I'm not sure the company for it. And then Rio is, I guess, Disney. Rio movie. Let's see. I don't know who did that one. See, or is it one of those like the Despicable Me one, that company? The other one? No, it's we just got 20th Century Fox Animation. Oh, okay. So not White Dot and Blue Sky Studios. Is it the one that does the Minions or something? Or Presents? Okay, they did Ice Age. Okay, it makes sense. They kind of remind me of that Ice Age. Blue Sky, what do they do? So they used to Ice Age robots. Oh, I love robots. Okay, they did Rio. Right. Loads the Ice Age movies. Isn't this guy's right? I remember that one. So then now they they closed. Post closure. Okay. Now redirects to well. Okay, so it's over. So that the other one that the one that does the Despicable Me Illuminated Studios, that's a different one, I guess. Okay. Where was I? Okay. And then Ants, yes, that one. Who produced that? DreamWorks Animation. Ah, DreamWorks. Yeah, they did a lot. Okay, yeah. But I mean, at the time I thought it was okay. But now that I know, as I grew up, and then I realized that Woody Allen was in it, I was like, okay, nope, yep, I'm not gonna watch that one again. It was good while I didn't know anything when I was a kid. But A Bug's Life way more superior. Okay, all right. That is collections. All right. Not a reverse, just a regular rainbow, but that's all right. At least I didn't make any mistakes. Difficulty wise, I think the colors are just to scare us. Of course, they must mean something, but also just to scare us a little bit. So not that hard at all. I would say this is like 1 or 5. The hardest one just being the last one, the purple, to be honest. But as soon as you get the 3, you get the last one by default. So I don't think it's tricky enough. So I'm just gonna say 1 out of 5, 2 at most. That's just my guess. All right. Let's move on to today's bonus game. I'm playing. It's called Hashtag. I don't think I played this one before. So it says, how about a new word challenge? You have 12 moves to complete the 4 words and win the game. Drag letters across the board to form words. Green letters are in the correct position. Yellow letters are part of that word but in the wrong position. I think that's fine. Let's try it. So 12 moves. I don't know if this game is, well, it's still not midnight, so maybe this is the 19th, the August 19th game, so hopefully. So this is already in the right position. These letters are not in there. Okay. I'm guessing this is Aspen? Nope, it's not. Case. Oh. Aspen, no. What? Askew, yeah, I think that's right. We have 8 moves left. Hopefully I have enough. Can't be the X. It's not gonna be there. Pan. PAIs. Guess maybe PR. But it's not no I in there, is it? Okay. Is there another place? Prose. Prose could be a word. Alright. Okay, prose is good. Index. Oh boy. Okay. Right. Alright, so just enough one move. There probably is I could have done it more efficiently, I think. But at least I had enough moves left to do it, and there we go. I survived. This is very much reminiscent of what's that game? Waffle. There are a couple of these like letter swap games that are in a sort of crossword grid type of layout, and then you gotta move them around. So there are a couple of those like that. This one is also similar. Graphics wise, I like Waffle graphics much better. But there's also something nice and simple about these squares as well. I have to say, I mean, they're not maybe as obviously pretty as Waffle, but this one has a kind of an interesting beauty to it as well in the squareness of it all. I don't know how to say it, but I mean it's fine to me. It looks okay. Maybe just this thing is kind of distracting. I mean, I get it. They're promoting their website, of course, their application. Totally understand that, but it does distract a little bit. That's just me. Nothing really bad about it, but the game is simple enough to understand, fun, and a very quick one to play. I don't know how tricky it gets on certain days, but this seems like a fair challenge. Nothing too hit scratch worthy. It's fine. So there we go. Yeah, they have loads of other words here. So this is when I played hashtag. All right. I will leave a link to hashtag and you can try out yourself. Let's quickly move on to the comments from yesterday's video. Okay, Clara, you did Fermi, number 23. You said you guessed 500 cans, 150,000 metric tons and 40,000 intersections. Okay, wait, the metric tons one was really good though. Honestly, he said I just did a bit depending on my gut. If I stuck to that exclamation maths, I'd have done better. You really did pretty good, I have to say. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Good game. You know, like these estimation kind of games. Yeah, you do, and you're really good at those. I mean, like you're in the top 18%. I wasn't in the top. What was it, like 64? I don't know. It was bad. My score was bad. I mean, terrible. Good job. Edward, you did tread, pious, and strip. Pretty good 3, I gotta say, but you said, ouch. My face hurts from laughing. I'm glad I got to entertain you. Said, I was hoping that your random letter would be the S. Otherwise, it's suffering and uncharacteristically painful too. Right. Which isn't what happened, right? Of course. But when Giki gave you nothing, I couldn't stop laughing because I knew what was coming next. Oh, you knew I was gonna. Damn, you guys know me well. Okay, even worse, now you also need a new go-to word. Still has yet to be used. Probably can do much better than that. Yeah, I figure, right? I mean, for an S word, I think that's okay. Because crane has been used already, even though it's a good word. It's been used before. Could be reused, but we don't know when. Not like me, so. You said lol up to the point where you could choose a new word. As they say, great minds think alike. Exactly. I mean, you're typing it as I'm thinking it in the game, right? I don't know what that has to do with me, but that's what they say. Because you have a great mind too. I know, you're just joking. Okay. I'm glad I didn't overthink my game. The first 3 possibilities I saw were sport, spurt, and shirt. And Pius does a nice job testing for those. Good job. I stopped there because you can drive yourself crazy trying to come up with the perfect eval. It's true, crazy indeed. I agree. I mean, if you've got a decent sort of idea of an eval, I think go for it. Because sometimes even when I do that too, if I know there are too many possibilities, I just kind of figure guess one that is sort of like maybe 20-30% of the way there, and then just go for it, and then we'll see what comes next, right? Yeah, the top eval word was roused. Did you say that? Roused? What? I don't know what that word is. Have I seen this before? I don't remember. It means it's a verb to drive as from bed roughly or unceremoniously. To roust. Okay. Oh, interesting. Nice. It kind of reminds me of joust, I suppose. But roust, okay, hold on. Let me see if I have this correct. Pious also has the O, U, and S plus 2 additional new letters, but roust, using the R and T is better. Again, the bot is not thinking the way that we think, I feel like. Oh, has someone advanced checking the placement of known letters is more important than testing for new ones. Right. Apparently. Letters difficulty 3 out of 5. Not surprisingly, putting Flyers mascot in with the orange things was the top mistake, 33%. Yeah, we were the group that. Oh, I was in that group that was fooled. Even if you've never seen him, knowing that the Flyers uniforms are orange could certainly lead you to that conclusion. I didn't know that the uniform was orange. I only know the mascot, actually. I never knew the team. I only knew the mascot because he went viral like some time back, right? He kind of looks like a bit like a Cookie Monster in Sesame Street, but it is orange. And his eyes are goofier and a little bit scary. But I think he's got a good number. 28% put private jet in the movie premiere category. I'm sure they were just thinking it was celebrity related, unless we're screening new movies at the airport now. Damn. Or unless they're thinking that that's how the celebrities get to the movie premiere via private jet. Not environmentally friendly, I'll tell you that. Said maybe I'm being a petty jerk, but I can't even partially justify the pretty junky PJ's connection. I see what you did there, and I think that's a pretty good, or pretty Jude, I should say, pretty Jude answer. As far as I know, none of those things are called PJ for short. That means that category is ridiculous. It's just trying to find things that are spelled PJ. This feels more like, was Wina trying to do kind of an inside joke with somebody she knew or something like that? Because why else? What the heck? I mean, in that sense, we could do this category for any number of things. Even walkie-talkie, WT, even though it's not known as WT. I mean, I don't know. Wimbledon tennis. Who knows? They could do that. I mean, I don't want to give them any ideas, but they might, right? Those who did slant and strip. Amazing two for you. Well, we both had a 2, but I think mine was a bit of a crazy journey. You said that you had a 1 in 26 shot for an ace, while I faced a 138 for a deuce. Gasp. Will today be the day for Sam? Oh, you know, I know you wished that for me, and I wish that for me as well. But yeah, though you missed out on the 3.8% of fortune, it was still helpful to pick a first order we really know that is true, because then it would have forced me to choose one of my favorite words that hasn't been done before. So kind of nice. Yeah, had you been to T or an I and guess one, you may not have focused on your usual favorites. Exactly. If I had just seen a T and I definitely wouldn't. I don't think I would have done strip. I mean, it depends. If the T and I had been in the right spot, I might have still gone with strip. If it was in a different spot, maybe I would have thought of some other word. It's hard to say, right? A good choice to steal is Wordle opener. It's the only valid least anagram that hasn't been used. Nice. The bot likes strip as a follow-up to slant. In hard mode, so seeing strip getting walloped with a 71 normal is quite disappointing. The unspoken rule is if you have one grid on your first guess, don't reuse it. That's true. Average 2.2 failed less than 0.5%. Basic vocabulary and unique pattern and all common letters recipe for simplicity. Right. It's a short win here, right? Believe it or not, the average for hard was only 2.9 with 20% of players scoring a 2. So many of us were doing that, right? Getting that. I think a lot of us were using strip anyway. Maybe inspired by me. Nah, I'm kidding. Probably not. Rob says, finally, strip comes to the party. Exactly. We've been waiting for so long. I don't remember what day I started using strip, but it was a long time. I think at least a year. At least. I don't know if it's already been a year, but it feels like at least since last August. It must be. I haven't checked, but it's close up. Is that too much? Rob says, to my knowledge, here in Australia, at least none of those phrases in the green category are commonly abbreviated PJ. Same thing here. I'm like, what the? I mean, they could have at least done pajamas or something, or well, I mean, PB and J is a different thing, but I would have maybe accepted peanut jelly or something. Or at least PBJ, a phrase that contains P and J together. Maybe, but I don't know. It's got to be an inside joke. I don't know why she would, or the team would have written that as a connections group. That's the kind of group that pisses people off and think like, why am I still playing connections? I feel like that's gonna happen. Okay, let me put a hashtag link in the description for try it yourself, and let me know if for today's Wordle and connections. What did you, and can someone please explain to me the significance of the red/orange and white grid kind of thing? I'm sure there's a meaning to it. I just don't have the time to look it up. But let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.